think it's any dad's dream to have their daughter work on an orchard their whole life. There's a lot of positives and there's a lot of negatives. My dad wanted to make sure that I didn't make this decision because that's what we do, and I didn't want to get caught in that generational change. So I really took the time to consider what I wanted to do, which is why I went to school for a business degree. It gave me a lot of options. I could work in any industry. Everything revolves around business. I decided to go into agriculture because of the relationships. For me, loyalty is really important. I wanted to work with people that I grew up with, that I trusted. Learned pretty quickly that my experience growing up is more beneficial than what I realized. It really is. Everything you do from an early age, learning how to track bins in a field, learning how to check fruit, learning how to even go get parts. You know, all of that stuff comes together to create a really good foundation for you to grow off of. Naturally, I'm an introvert. Even though my job revolves around talking to people, it can be a little intimidating for me at times, more so when I started my career. So the agricultural leadership program was phenomenal in really pushing me to network with people, communicate with people. Part of the course is a mentorship part where you focus on something that you would consider your weakness. And the weakness I identified was just trying to get out of my comfort zone, trying to push myself a little more with having conversations. It really was beneficial to my ability to do my job and to manage relationships, whether that's in a business setting or a personal setting. Currently, I am a full-time MBA student online, as well as a full-time field representative at Legacy Fruit. As a field representative, my job is to advocate for growers. I assist with the horticulture part of growing fruit. I assist with the receiving of their fruit, the packing of their fruit, the storage of their fruit, and I try to understand the sales of their fruit, because the more I understand what's going on, the more I can explain that to growers and help them with anything along the way. In order for me to be successful in my job, I feel it's really important that I am watching fruit from the bud stage until it's being shipped off to a grocery store in a truck. The more I'm aware of what's happening to the fruit through every stage of the packing process, the storage process, every part that I can be involved in helps to understand what's going on, helps for me to relay that to my growers. And the more communication we have throughout that process, the better everyone involved can understand what's going on. A lot of people, if you work in, let's say, receiving, you know what happens during the receiving process of fruit. But once it leaves your area, then what happens? So my job is to know as much of those questions of what happens next. The best advice I could give anybody coming into this industry or coming into working towards a career in this industry is to network with people and to have relationships with people, listen to advice, and constantly look for ways to learn. Just be involved in anything you can be involved in. When you're young and you come into the industry, one of the most intimidating things you tell yourself is that you don't know the answers. People are going to look at you and they're going to know you don't know the answers, and that's okay. The best thing you can do is have the attitude and truly it's a lifestyle of being ready to learn. If you're teachable, then people are always going to want to teach you. This industry is so unique where we have generational knowledge that's being passed on. We have so many people in this industry that have been here a long time and want to teach the next generation.